Testing, testing.
We love you so much, Em.
Testing, testing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Testing, testing.
for more than 35 years, Tom Lawaz was an ever-present fixture
Testing, testing.
Here come the Pennington Redhawks.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another beautiful evening of Redhawks football. Today is a bittersweet moment in Redhawks football as it is the final home game of the 2025 season and me, AJ Gray's final broadcast of my Pennington tenure. Despite this, it is nearly impossible to be upset as it is Pennington's homecoming, as Pennington will face off against their familiar foe, Long Island Lutheran. The Redhawks are currently undefeated in the month of October and intend to keep it that way against Lehigh today. Let's see if the Redhawks can gain their final home victory in the year of 2025. Who else but AJ Carticello to hype up all his teammates for his final home game as a senior for the Pennington School. Everybody loves AJ. Everybody listens to AJ. So happy to have him out there motivating everyone. You can tell that he's about to have a great day today.
Elected to defend.
Pennington has won the toss and has elected to defend. It'll be the Lutheran Crusaders? It's Crusaders, right, Leak? The Crusaders to receive to start this game off. Let's see how much energy this Pennington team intends to bring out in their final home game of the 2025 season. A lot of good seniors to send off today. And you can hear them. These guys are loud. It'll be Lucas Sauerman to kick off with Lutheran receiving.
By the way, as game time gets started, don't forget.
And Leak, I just got to say, League, I just got to say, this game means a lot to both teams. I mean, 2 years ago, Long Island Lutheran beat these guys in a last-second touchdown. The year before that, sorry, everybody, I heard my echo there. Last year, Pennington beat Long Island Lutheran in their own homecoming, so you can tell that the Crusaders are coming in very, very angry today. But Pennington, I truly think, will be able to overpower that because they have a lot of seniors to send off on their senior day today here in Pearl Family Stadium.
Roy and Griffin.
It'll be Stourman to return. It'll be Roy and Griffin to receive for Long Island Lutheran. And off we are. Sauerman with the kick to the left side of the field. It's going to be bouncing, and it'll be received by the Crusaders as it'll be a mix of Bryce Williams and Liam Carroll taking down the receiver out of bounds. And out comes the Red Hawk defense, Leak. This unit has just been borderline unstoppable this whole season. I mean, linebackers have been great. Corners have been doing their job. D-line has been aggressive. I think that this defense is almost nearly, as I said before, impossible to stop if you're the opposing offense. However, there's a flag called. It'll be a legal block in the back by the Crusaders.
1st and 10 from the 9-yard line.
It'll be Peyton Robinson, the senior quarterback, to lead the charge here for Lehigh. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it's going to be stopped quickly. That'll be Isaiah Maldonado on the tackle against Xavier O'Brady. And
rushing for the Crusaders is brought down by Maldonado.
And Leak, Maldonado has had a great past couple weeks stretch on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, he forced a fumble the previous game against Wyoming Seminary. He's just been absolutely spectacular from that nose tackle position. As he's there again with the wrap-up, as it'll be Bam Pelzer to finish off the job. Never mind, that was Bam Pelzer. Peterson Claude helping there on the tackle as well, as it'll bring up a quick 3rd down for the Crusaders here. This Pennington defense is showing the pressure early in this football game. There's some vocalization going on from the Pennington sideline from the coaches unit. And Bryce Williams is joining in on that vocalization, as it's going to be another handoff to O'Brady, and he'll be brought down by a gaggle of Red Hawks, specifically Noah Johnson with the tackle. And that'll bring up Lehigh 1st down.
first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Once again, it'll be a Robinson play here as he's going to try a pass here, but it'll be incomplete.
Robinson's pass intended for Griffin is incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Colin Mahone says B. Wern owns Lehigh. I agree with you, Colin. And also have fun hanging out with Bryce later. It's going to be now a 2nd and 10 here for the Crusaders. It's going to look like a fake jet sweep. Once again, a handoff to a Brady, and he's going to be brought down once again. And Braden Bonfig and Butler going to exchange some words there. Seems like it's going to be an aggressive game early to start off, League. And I got to say, I'm not complaining. That's the best type of football to watch. And Butler is the most highly touted prospect on this Lehigh team, offensively and defensively. He's committed to Stanford, a top 5 player in his class in the state of New York. As there's a snap, it's going to be a pass. And there's going to be Bryce Williams with the nice spear tackle. That'll be Roy with the reception, but he'll be quickly bought down by the University of Buffalo commit. Now it's going to be a 4th and short here. And it looks like Lutheran's not going to take their chances. They're going to punt the ball here. It's going to be Brown and Warner to receive, a very scary duo in that backside of the field, League.
Broderick back to punt.
Be Broderick back to punt. There's the punt. It's nearly blocked, and it's going to be a sky ball, not much distance. And Bryce Warner's going to return it anyway, despite the bounce. He's going to take up the middle, and he'll be brought down. That'll be Johnson with the tackle there on the Lehigh commit, but it seems like Bryce Warner is not going to feel phased at all. Can't wait to see what he does on the offensive side of the ball today.
The Red Hawks will take it from the long.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks here from around the 42-yard line. And Leak, the biggest topic of discussion for this Pennington offense is Lucas Sauerman at quarterback. I mean, with the recent, lack of Cannon Benzio at the quarterback, they had to put someone in, and Luca is just being the Swiss Army knife that he is, the psycho that he is. He's been a great fill-in at that spot, as he's going to muffle a snap there and just run up the middle. And Ian Walker is going to push down his assignment pretty far. And it looks like Pennington on their second offensive play of the game is going to run Wildcat. And the ref is going to say the ball's being pushed forward. Whistle's blown again, and here comes this very interesting formation for the Red Hawks. It'll be Brown to receive it. He's going to take it to the left side. And he's going to get a gain of about 4 there, bringing up a 3rd and about 5 for the Red Hawks offense. Interesting use of Charlie Clabbers there. Seems to have been a lead blocker with him being strictly a pass coverage linebacker there. That was pretty surprising. Now that being 3rd and short, it's going to be Tamir Brown in the backfield. Tommy Surt's lined up at around a tight end position. And it'll be Avon Diamond and Bryce Warner in the receiver spots. There's a snap. There's the handoff. It's a double handoff to Surts. What an interesting play call there. A double handoff. Red Hawks are feeling pretty feisty today, League. And it seems like in this later half of the season I think it seems that everyone's realized it's Tommy Surt's last year. It seems that he's been a much more significant offensive piece than he was last year, or even that he was at the beginning of the season. It's really good to see him out there, making the big plays for the Red Hawks and, proving the talent that he's had this whole time.
Brings up a 1st.
There's a snap to Brown. And it's going to be a pass. It's going to go down the right side. It's intended for Bryce Warner, and it's a little overthrown, nearly picked off there, as it'll be solid coverage by Griffin. It'll now be a 2nd and 10 here for the Red Hawks. And Leak, it's pretty easy to notice that, with the, controversy at the quarterback position, Pennington tries a lot more, trick plays. They're trying to catch their opponent off guard. It's going to be a wildcat call to the left side. Jameer is going to be brought down for a tackle for loss there. It'll be O'Brady on the tackle, and it'll now be a 3rd and 11 for the Red Hawks. Third and 12 here for Pennington. There's a snap. It's going to be a fake handoff. It's going to be an option play, and Sauerman's going to be brought down quickly.
Sauerman on the carry.
Now bring up a 4th down.
O'Brady on the stop for the Crusaders.
And
That'll bring up
wonder if Pennington's going to go for it here on 4th.
on the 31-yard line.
It seems that the refs and a member of Lehigh are arguing. Seems like these guys are not playing the game in a polite way. It's going to be Sauerman once again to take the snap here. There it is. Sauerman drops back. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to give a check down pass to B. Werner. He's going to use one hand. He's going to follow his blockers, and it's going to be a 4th down touchdown. But there's a whistle blown. Looks like it's going to be a holding call here. After the incredible play made there by Sauerman and Warner, it looks like it's going to be a holding call called here against the Red Hawks. Let the kids play, ref. But it looks like, despite the call, we're going to call it a 1st down here for the Red Hawks, which is only fair. League, do you think that's fair? Of course. League says, of course, guys. He's very quiet. That'll be a 1st and 10 from about the 19-yard card line. The holding call is called around the 8-yard line. Is this going to be another wildcat call? It's going to be bounce to the left side, bounce to the right, and Tamir's going to stay on his feet. Support there from Alessandro Benatendi. Never mind. Julius Odenthal with the support there to Jameer Brown for extra yards. As it'll be now a 2nd and about 3 from the 11-yard line for Pennington. It'll be a dual back system, an I formation. Sertz is going to motion slightly to the left. It's going to be a pitch to Brown. He's going to follow his blockers, and there's another flag thrown. Refs must have took the under today, League.
Brown carries it to the end zone, but there's
and Pennington should have 12 points on the board here, but due to the refs, it'll now be a 2nd and what will be a 2nd and 12 here for Pennington from around the 19-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the 19.
This is once again, Pennington's going to run their Wildcat formation. Here's a motion from Warner. And there's going to be an offsides penalty called against Julius Odenthal. And now with that second penalty, that'll be a 2nd and 16 for the Redhawks here.
They're selling hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, chips, nachos, and drinks all down in the just off the north end zone.
Once again, it'll be Tamir Brown. Just take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Warner. He's going to follow the gap, and he's going to take it up the middle for a solid gain of around 5 there. It'll now be a
O'Brady on the stop.
3rd and 8 here. Gain of about 3 or 4 there. My mistake.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 9 on the 16-yard line.
Sauerman once again in that quarterback position. Surts and Brown in the backfield. There's a snap for number 4, Sauerman. It's going to be a play action. He's going to roll out to the right, and it's going to be a little bit of a high ball intended for Surts there. That'll be a 4th and long here. Pennington decides not to kick it, as it will be once again Sauerman under center. There's a snap. It's going to be another pass play. He's going to roll out to the right once again, and it's going to be just a little short. And out comes this Pennington defense after a very flag-riddled draw, flag-written drive leak. But I have confidence in this Pennington defense. They did it once. I think they can do it again.
Here's some noise from that bird cage.
And some loud energy from the Lou High sideline. It'll once again be Robinson at the quarterback position. O'Brady at his side. There's a snap. Looks like it's going to be a speed option play here. It'll be Johnson, and it'll be Clabbers on the tackle. Some nice physicality there from number 50, Cheesy. Charlie Clabbers, I say it every time I have a mic in my hands. That guy works harder and cares more than a lot of this team and a lot of football players in high school in general. I mean, on a team full of recruits and D1 athletes, Clabbers, shines with his work ethic and, ability to just, put his body on the line for the best possible outcome for the Redhawks. This is going to be a blitz there from Pelzer, a nice blitz there, and it's going to be overthrown. And there's another flag thrown.
And there's a flag on the play.
These refs don't want to go home, Leak. Leak, what do you got to say about these refs?
They need to go home.
They need to go home.
Illegal motion against
It'll now,
Crusaders.
it'll now be a 3rd and long here. Sorry for the giggles. Leak's a funny cameraman. It'll now be a 3rd and 9 here for the Crusaders. It's going to be a pass to the right side and defended nicely there by Bonfig as the reception will be caught short by Butler.
Butler is complete. Pick up about 8. And we'll bring up a 4th and 1.
It's now going to be a 4th and almost inches here for the for the Crusaders against the Red Hawks. My guess is going to be a handoff to a Brady up the middle. I mean, with a big running back like that seems like the only use for him. And it's going to be an offsides penalty called. Interesting approach by Robinson here is he's going to be wearing a Guardian cap in this game. Motion there from the receiver, and there's another flag called.
Against the Red Hawks. First in the 36-yard line.
Here's a snap to Robinson. It's going to be a handoff to a Brady up the middle, and Clabbers is going to blow that up quickly as Peterson Cloud. Big Mac is going to finish the job.
Brady on the run.
Here's a snap to Robinson. He's going to huck it deep down the left side of the field, and it'll be picked off by Bryce Warner. No flags thrown, and who else but number 11 to get the first big highlight of this homecoming game. After that amazing play by Bryce Warner there, the Lehigh commit, it'll now be Pennington's ball from around their own 33-yard line. There's a snap for the dual back system. It's going to be an option play. Fake handoff to Brown as Sauerman's going to pancake there from AJ Carticello as well. Zoom out. It's going to be a Wildcat play there to Brown as he's going to break through a couple tackles and he's going to fight for the first down. Brown will be brought down by O'Brady, but from some nice effort there by the sophomore 4-star, it's going to be a first down here for the Red Hawks. There's a handoff to Brown. Once again, he's going to take it up the right side, and he's going to truck through the Long Island Lutheran defender. There's a flag called, however.
Flag on the play. You mean 11?
And another flag called there. These refs are just trying to stretch their arms, it seems today, Leak. They're just hucking that thing whenever they get the chance.
Holding against the Red Hawks and will repeat first down.
And Leak, a big difference between these two lineups is just overall size on the, in the trenches. I mean, Pennington's O-line averaging a height of around 6'4", 6'5", and 300 pounds. And you can see that these guys are just not fitting those requirements. Big pass there. Sauerman's going to take it up the left side. He's going to avoid a sack, and he's going to use his legs here. He's going to drug through the defender. A solid gain of around 8 there, and he's just going to lead with his head. Leak, say that again.
That's kind of what we see out of Cam Scatterbull. Powerful run.
Powerful run, Leak says. We got our own Cam Scatterbull.
Merle and Numa combine on the tackle for the Crusaders.
Cam Scatterbull owns the Eagles, mind you.
That's the end of the first.
And the first quarter is up, and that'll be a score of 0-0. Both these teams, having a scrappy face-off so far, and it looks like Lehigh is going to be the first on the board, but due to that highlight play by Bryce Warner, it seems that Pennington has possession again and has another opportunity to get in that end zone. Leak, what do you think so far?
I agree, man.
He agrees. Once again, the Red Hawks offense will come back. It's going to be another fake handoff. Sauerman will take it. He's going to lead with his head once again. It'll now be a 3rd and 9 here for the Red Hawks. Sauerman's going to have to make some magic. There's the snap. Sauerman's going to roll out to his right, a very familiar sight. He's going to pump fake once. He's going to evade one tackle. He's going to hunk it deep downfield, and it's going to be overthrown, intended for Diamond. It'll be Sauerman, the quarterback, to punt for the Red Hawks here. It'll be Butler to return as well. It'll be Butler to return for Lehigh, the Stanford commit. There's the snap. Here's the punt for Sauerman. And it's going to be returned by Butler. He's going to evade one tackle, evade another. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds there by Kume. And out comes the Pennington defense. The first 2 people coming out, Big Mac and Jameer Conover, which is about 3 Jameer Conovers.
We'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 25. And
And ladies and gentlemen, a new sight here in the Lou High backfield is it'll be a dual back system. Once again, O'Brady is going to be back there, but he's going to be met with an option play. Very consistent call here for the Crusaders today, as it'll be Griffin brought down by another number 9, Bryce Williams.
Brought down by Williams. Gain of 3 of the
And Bryce
play.
Williams, you can tell that he's feeling good after that. He's vocal about it. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to O'Brady. He's going to take it up the left gap, and he's going to be brought down. It'll be about a 3rd and 2 here. So the Redhawks defense is going to, looks like they're going to run a hurry-up play here.
Bring him down for gain of 3.
And this Pennington defense is very loud right now.
3rd and 2.
And there's going to be an offsides call. So that'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Crusaders, who have been gaining most of their yards through officiating. It's going to be a heave down to the right side, and it'll be caught by Butler. Wow. You can tell that the student section knows that it's homecoming, as they're holding up Tommy Surt's heads in the crowd, and it's going to be offside. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to O'Brady to the right side, and he's going to be brought down for a very short gain there.
For the Redhawks.
And it'll be a 2nd and about 3 here for Long Island Lutheran. There's a snap. He was going to look to the left side. He's not going to have much. He's going to roll out right. He's going to evade pressure, and he's going to run out of bounds.
Robinson on the carry for
That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. There's a snap to Robinson. It's going to be a handoff to Griffin to the left side, and he's going to be brought down by 3 Redhawks there. Clabbers, Taylor, and Williams all wrapping up nicely there.
the Crusaders. Be a loss of 1 on the play on the 2nd and 11. It was Taylor on the stop for the Redhawks.
There's a snap. It's going to be a play action here. He's going to try to take it up the middle, but he's going to be brought down. Nice wrap up there by Mauricio Kume. It's going to be a 3rd and long here for Long Island Lutheran, but they are within a solid distance of the end zone. We can maybe kick it if nothing goes right here. But
The flag on the play.
can't tell if someone moved on their side of the ball. And the flag's going to go in the direction of the Red Hawks. It'll be a false start called against Long Island Lutheran there, and that'll be a 3rd and very long leak. And I said before that they were in field goal range. It doesn't seem like that is the case now. It'll be a 3rd and 16 from their own 27. Pennington just needs to stay calm here and make sure not to jump off sides. There's a snap. There's a pressure from Big Mac, and it's going to be a sack. Peterson Claude using, but there's a flag thrown. It's not going to be a 4th and longer as Peterson Claude just used their O lineman as a projectile into the quarterback. I don't think I've seen something like that since Reggie White highlights. And AJ Carticello getting the point across that this defense needs to watch the ball.
Vertical switch on this side. Right, watch the switch. Watch the switch.
There's a snap. It's going to be pressure there. And who else but Big Mac with the tackle? Number 99, Peterson Claude, having an absolutely great day. And he is, as the celebration showed, he is boxing these guys as he has injured the quarterback for Long Island Lutheran. That'll be Robinson going down after the sack there from Big Mac. And out comes the Pennington offense after a phenomenal sack there made by Peterson Claude. It's going to be a screen pass here caught by Warner. A nice spin move there. Some razzle-dazzle from the Lehigh commit for a nice gain. Number 11 is feeling the energy today. There's a snap and another bubble caught by Warner. He's going to avoid some tackles again and get the first down here. Back-to-back phenomenal plays made there by the Lehigh commit.
12 yards on it. It'll be first and 10.
And Leak, before we got into this game, Bryce was showing me his pregame drip on Snapchat. He was showing me what he was going to wear today. And I just got to say, look good, play good, because he is having a phenomenal performance out there. I think clearly one of the most outstanding players on the field today. And it is just so phenomenal to see that in his final home game as a Pennington Red Hawk, he's able to show out like this. That's his favorite saying. There's the run to Brown. He's going to take up the middle, and he's going to be brought down by the nose tackle there. That'll be number 70 with the tackle there, Hunter.
Hunter on the stop for the Crusaders. Brown on the carry for the Red Hawks. Picks up about 4 on the play. It'll be
Soon we will be joined by Andrew Hofacker, who's slightly late.
43 yards.
Once again, Sourman and Brown in the backfield, a very familiar duo, as the group chat likes to call it, garlic and pepper. There's the pass caught by Sertz. He's going to stay on his feet. And Tommy Sertz has a phenomenal ability that I haven't seen in many high school athletes to use his left hand to stay supported. I mean, we've seen a half a dozen times this whole year. He'll be brought down in the backfield or brought down in a short pass like that, and he'll stick out his left hand and balance the earth, and he'll just manage to stay on his feet and gain those extra couple yards. That just shows the type of fight that Sertz has, and it's really good to see that he's also, like Bryce Warner, putting it all out there on his final home game. Leak shook his head, guys. Don't worry. Yeah. There's a snap to Sourman. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. He's going to take up the middle, and he's going to stay on his feet after avoiding some tackles, and some more tackles are going to be avoided. Tamir Brown showing some phenomenal resilience there to gain a first down for the Red Hawks. Once again, it'll be Lucas Sourman in the backfield. It'll be a second and very short here for the Red Hawks. And it looks like someone was clearly offsides there, but I guess not, as Tamir Brown will get the first down anyway. And some frustration shown by D lineman number 55, Campbell.
That's another Pennington first down. It'll be first and 10 from the 20-yard line.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 20-yard line here for the Red Hawks. Only 20 yards to go, League, before the first 6 is put on the board. I mean, we're 3 minutes from halftime right now, and it is 0-0. This looks like Big Ten football right now, League. There's a snap. There's a handoff to Brown. He's going to bounce it to the right side. He's going to evade one. He's going to try to go through another, but a flag is thrown once again. Seems like we should put these refs at quarterback, League. These guys are getting their arms nice and stretched. And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, late appearance by our very own Andrew Hofacker. How you doing today, Andrew?
Good. How you guys doing? My bad for the little late. I had a cross-country race, but we're here now, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, we should get him out of there, receiver, huh, guys? So, Andrew, just to catch you up, both these defenses have been playing great. Bryce Warner's playing out of his mind. Nothing out of the usual. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to Sertz to the right side, and he's going to run through his tackler there for a short gain.
Looks like we've got injury timeout.
Numa on the stop for the Crusaders. Yeah, it's right.
Seems like Sertz got pretty dinged up there. And in comes Braden Bonfig.
Timeout for an injury. Zooms will be 2nd and 10.
So that'll be a 2nd and 10 here for the Red Hawks. And let's see how they're able to replace the Swiss Army knife that is Tommy Sturts in their offense after that last play. Once again, garlic and pepper in the backfield. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Brown. He's going to bump it out to the right side. He's going to evade 2 tackles. He's going to stay on his feet, and he's going to still stay on his feet. Absolute wizard work there from Agent Zero. Tamir Brown with the first 6 of the day and gives Pennington the lead with the first trip to the end zone.
Man, tell Long Island Lutheran to hit the freaking weight room.
Andrew with the slip.
I would like to apologize to all our listeners. I am pretty fired up right now, as you can tell.
And everyone's favorite, Ollie's Scriven to kick. It's up, and it's through the uprights. Who would have guessed? Number 19 with his first kick through the goalposts. And he's going to get aired there by Lucas Sauerman. I know no one noticed it, but Scriven went for the dap up there, and it seems that Sauerman was not willing to shake hands. I mean, Andrew, he must be stressed. I mean, being quarterback's tough.
I absolutely getting tossed into a situation like this where the quarterback leaves midseason. I think he's adjusted incredibly well to the offense, especially being a leader beforehand and now stepping up into that role as quarterback.
That's my QB1.
That's fine.
Andrew, I got to say, with it being our final football broadcast, there's no one else I do it with.
Same here, AJ. I mean, this has been such a ride. When I first got asked last year to help out, I mean, to see how far we've come, how many games we've done. Whoa,
It's going to be a lateral there. Really weird play there, but it's going to be the punter lighting the guy up.
And it looks like there's a little scuffle.
For what?
Griffin on the carry for the Crusaders. Play.
There's an unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Red Hawks there, which I got to say, ref, I mean, it seems like both these teams aren't being that polite to one another. It just seems like you keep giving the call to Long Island Lutheran. I mean, I don't know if this guy's from Brooklyn, Bronx. I don't know where he's from, but it seems that he's not from Jersey, or else he would have been supporting the Red Hawks a lot more than he's supporting the Crusaders.
You know, the boys out here on the Red Hawks team are just playing like some really good football, and they're just fired up. I mean, it's homecoming, last home game. They're bringing that energy that's needed as a football team. The refs aren't having any of it.
There's another flag thrown.
My point exactly. Just let the kids play.
It's football, ref. They're bound to not like each other. They're hitting people. And Andrew, something I just want to point out, which is read before the game, and I never thought he got in. But with the injury to starting quarterback Peyton Robinson, now starting for the Crusaders and leading the offense is Knox Mellert, the 8th grade quarterback.
8th grade?
8th grader.
As in middle school?
As in middle school. I mean, props to the kid, man.
I mean, I give him some props for being eighth grade, but like scoreboard.
I mean, at the end of the day, I wanted to throw a pick, but still pretty cool that this guy, can't drive or has a permit or anything.
And some heckling from the crowd here.
The flag is against the Pennington side. It'll be a 2nd and 2 from the 33-yard.
It'll be Mellert under center once again in the dual back system between Griffin and O'Brady. There's the snap. Griffin's going to stick out his arm. And
another
flag thrown. Okay. I'm usually know that I'm not supposed to talk trash on the other team, but I got to say, the fact that offense is through the refs' yellow flags. I mean, it clearly seems that you guys can't hang with the Red Hawks, and that's why you have to, get the luck of the refs on your side. That's the only reason you're still in this game. I hope you guys know that.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more, AJ. I mean, this has been such a competitive rivalry between the years. Some massive scores here and there, but this is just an absolute disaster and absolute ref bias.
Testing. Sorry, my mic fell off.
Knocked out of bounds by Williams. Gain of 4 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 from the
Testing.
We got 1:45 left to play here in the first half, with the score being 7-0 Red Hawks. It's been an absolute ref game today, as we've clearly pointed out today, Jay.
Clearly pointed out, Andrew. And there's a minute 45 left to go in this first half. And sorry, Mr. Riley brought up the sales once again. And there's the handoff to Griffin, as he'll be brought down by Maldonado there with the high wrap tackle.
Any viewers out there who happen to be at the game at Pennington and just watching the stream just for fun between me and AJ, I highly recommend you listen to Mr. Riley and go support our senior class.
Highly. Once again, it'll be Mallard in the backfield. There's the snap, and it's going to be his first fast play. It's going to be a slant. It'll be nearly picked off by Bonfig, 8th grader, showing his age there.
Surprised, no flag there on that one.
Clemens pass incomplete. Bonfig breaks it up.
Very solid coverage there by Brandon Bonfig. You can tell that this game means a lot to him. I mean, a lot of his friends, he's said multiple times, are in the senior class on this football team. And a lot of people are being sent off. I mean, this is the most D1 recruits in a class I think Pennington's ever had for football. They have 4 D1 commits graduating. AJ Carticello, who's going to Bryant. AJ Carticello, who's going to Wagner. Isaiah Maldonado, who's going to Bryant. Bryce Warner, who's going to Lehigh. And Bryce Williams, 3-star, who's going to Buffalo.
Congrats to all those guys, by the way.
It'll now be a fourth down here for Long Island Lutheran. They're gonna go all broke. I mean, what's it called? What's it called, Andrew? All or nothing here. Oh, the ref just threw the flag and it hit himself in the shoulder.
That is a red flag, AJ. I would like to point out.
It's a pink flag, I think, Andrew.
Oh, pink.
Supporting breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
At
there
least
we
the refs
go.
are doing something accurate and right.
Must-
I don't even know what they called here, Andrew. Okay, the refs are trying anything here as it'll be an illegal participation call against the Red Hawks. Now be a fourth and very short here for Lehigh as it is a 53-second left half as Pennington leads 7-0.
Never in my entire commentating or sports watching career would I have heard that call before. That is interesting to say the least, and
Utter woke nonsense.
absolutely.
Blake, what do you think?
100% agree.
He agrees.
You know it's a bad.
And there's another whistle blown. I don't know why Long Island Lutheran's excited. They haven't done anything impressive so far other than relying on the stripes.
And also, I would like to point out, it's a good call when even our cameraman Leak agrees with it.
Yeah, I mean, Leak is modern day philosopher. I mean, he's Plato and Socrates all rolled into one. Andrew, there is one thing that can be confirmed. It is the fact that these teams do not like each other. As it's going to be a wildcat formation here.
And another whistle.
There's a snap. And that's going to be 6 on the board for Lehigh.
Number 16 for Lehigh to kick. Kick is barely up and good, and score is tied 7-7, just basically going into the half. Also, like to point out, it isn't a Pennington Red Hawks football game without the train in the background, right, AJ?
Wouldn't be Red Hawks football without it, Andrew.
47 seconds here to go in the half, and I believe this will just be crunch time with nothing too interesting to happen, right?
Yeah. Nothing interesting can happen in this time frame. It'll be Long Island Lutheran to kick. Once again, it'll be number 16, Francisque, as it'll be Tamir Brown to return. There's the kick. It's going to go to the right side. It'll be picked up by Pelzer, who's going to be pushed out of bounds. The freshman phenom with the reception.
Quarterback Lucas Sauerman clearly giving our team some needed words of assistance, motivation.
There's the snap. Sauerman's going to look to the right side of the field. He's going to evade to the right side. He's going to heave it, and it's going to be overthrown. And now with a little under 40 seconds left to go in this first half, Pennington's going to try to make some magic here. There's the snap. It's going to be a pitch here to Warner. He's going to bounce to the right side. He's going to stay on his feet, and he's going to be wrapped up by his ankle.
There was plenty of open room for him after that. Just one small mistake there.
Almost. 'Corner gains about 10 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Thirty-one seconds.
31 seconds left in the half. This will be a 1st and 10 from Pennington's 45-yard line. Once again, Lucas Sauerman at quarterback.
Literally, you get the jack of all trades here.
There's a snap. He's going to pump fake here, and he's going to take it on his own, and he's going to be hit hard here.
Triple contact on that one.
Sauerman keeps it, picks up 10 on the carry.
Ref, what's your call now? Too much tackling?
You know, AJ, I think, yep, they're gonna call it. They're gonna call it short.
Numa on the tackle for the Crusaders. It'll be 2nd and inches for the Crusaders or for the Redhawks.
Absolutely nothing going for the Redhawks with these refs. This is starting to become literally Pennington versus refs. It's not even a fair game at this point.
21 seconds remaining.
And it seems that the O-line's been doing their job well today, Andrew. It seems that Sauerman's had the ability to roll out whichever way he feels is necessary.
Like, there's nothing wrong with how the Redhawks are playing. They're playing on all cylinders. They're firing on all cylinders. They're playing decent football. It's just been an absolute.
And there's the heave by Sauerman.
Intended for Liam Carroll, but a little bit overthrown.
Soundman's pass intended to Carroll is incomplete. That'll bring up a third down and inches for the Red Hawks.
Shout out Logan Matthews, senior manager. And now with 14 seconds left to go, Pennington's going to try to do anything they can here to make sure that this game isn't tied going into half.
I think best bet is to get Oliver Scriven into some decent range and then hit a field goal.
There's the snap to Sourman. Going to have solid coverage here. He's still going to roll out to his right. It's going to be a heave. It'll be caught by Warner.
Sourman's pass to Warner is complete. It'll be Pennington first down.
There's 7 seconds left to go.
No, the clock is still running, though. They didn't set the ball.
There's going to be some confusion here.
Some mismanagement of the clock.
And there's the snap to Sourman. There's a flag called.
Another flag.
Flag on the play. First and 15 from the 25.
And 4 seconds left to go in the half. Here's the snap to Sourman. He's going to look to the left side. It's going to be screen pass to Brown, who's going to take it. And he'll be brought down. And that'll be the first half of football, tied 7-7. Welcome back to the second half of Pennington's 2025 homecoming game against Long Island Lutheran. It'll be Pennington receive in the second half as Tamir Brown will receive, and the score is currently 7-7 as we enter the second half of football.
AJ, to recap the first half for the viewers who haven't been watching, it's just been an absolute flag fest out there. What do you think each team can do to change the way they play just to prevent more and more of these flags from showing up?
I think it's pretty obvious that both these teams have their emotions running high. I think that they're playing with the right amount of aggression, but the incorrect amount of, and a nice fair catch there made by Jameer Conover. Smart heads up play by the sophomore.
I think the word you're looking for is productivity.
Productivity.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Red Raiders starting off the second.
AJ, how many flags do you think were called between?
I'm not even kidding. Somewhere in the 15 to 20 range.
I absolutely agree.
They were just letting it fly today, these officials. As it'll be Sauerman once again back in the quarterback position. There's a snap. There's a handoff to Brown. He's going to take it up the middle. He's going to gain of about 6 there. The 4-star with the run up the middle, as it'll now be a 2nd and 4 from around the 46-yard line. And O'Grady on the tackle. He's been a very consistent presence on the offensive and defensive side of the ball for the Crusaders today. There's a snap. It's going to be another bubble play to Bryce Warner, and he's going to run to the right side. He's going to evade some tackles. He's going to stay on his feet and run out of bounds. A first down there for the human highlight reel, Bryce Warner.
Absolute amazing at Yaks over here on the Pennington, and I can't wait to see what he does over at Lehigh.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. So, there's an official timeout for injury.
We got an injury timeout for Lehigh player number. What do you think?
I think that is number.
It was number 17 who got injury timeout on Long Island Lutheran.
And after that whistle blown, after the cramping by the Lutheran defensemen, it'll now be a 1st and 10 from Long Island Lutheran's 40-yard line for the Red Hawks. Pennington bringing out a new dual-back system as Tommy Sertz will not make an appearance for the rest of this game after an injury to his shoulder in the first half. There's a snap. It's going to be a fake bubble. Sauerman's going to get a gain of about 5 there. Once again, Lucas Sauerman and Tamir Brown in the backfield. Here's the snap. Sauerman. It'll be a handoff to Brown. He's going to take up the middle, and he's going to be brought down quickly.
Benjamin on the tackle for the Crusaders. Brown's carry results in a 3rd and 2 from the 32-yard line.
Coach Bach trying to get some motivation going here.
Wouldn't be a game without it.
And that'll be a 3rd and 2 here for the Redhawks. Once again, Sauerman and Brown teaming up in that backfield. The play will begin. It's going to be a handoff to Brown. He's going to bounce to the middle. He's going to to the right side. He's going to be dragged down. And after the play being blown up there, it'll be a 4th and what looks like 7 here for the Redhawks. There's a snap to Sauerman. He's going to spin to the left side. He's going to take it himself here. He's going to evade one defender, and there's a flag called.
Nasty gain by Lucas Sauerman for what looks to be about 15, 16 yards. But yeah, another flag is called.
It's going to be a holding called against the Redhawks here.
And just like that, we're back to first half flag football.
There's the snap to Sauerman, and there's the kick. It's going to go to the right side. It's going to be a very solid punt here by Sauerman.
Man, what can't number 4 Lucas Sauerman do? At this point, he's playing on all sides of the ball and doing everything with 100% effort.
Seems like the one thing that he can't do is get a call in his way.
If the hot dog you had at halftime increased your appetite, you can mosey back down to the north end zone and get yourself a cheeseburger or a hamburger.
And it's going to be a first down here for the Crusaders from their own 3-yard line, deep in their own territory. They're going to be in an I formation here, probably just a strong handoff, try to, give themselves some breathing room on this offensive possession. There's the snap, and there's the handoff. A little bit Pearson Claude.
Ross on the carry for the Crusaders. He's brought down by Taylor. Bring up a.
Will now be a 2nd and 5 here for Long Island Lutheran from their what is it that, Andrew? The 13?
Sounds about
There's
right.
a snap. There's the handoff to the right side. It's going to be blown up quickly by Tamir Brown and Bryce Williams.
Tamir Brown just snuck around on the other half of the offensive line and came up with a big surprise there.
And these guys are screaming. You could tell they needed that play to get some momentum. Bryce Williams is showing more motion than I've seen him show in a minute, and it is absolutely stunning when that guy is fired up out there in the field.
I'll say it. I'm shocked there wasn't a flag on that one. I was almost sure the refs would call something on that.
There's the snap. It's going to be a wild cut play as he's going to take it to the left side. And it's going to be Bam Pelzer bringing it down number 2 there. But there's a flag called.
It'll be third.
All right, after a play finally going in the Red Hawks' direction, the refs decide, they're not willing to take that spread. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5 here, a redo on the play. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to experience some pressure. And the ball's stripped. The fumble's forced, and Charlie Clappers will pick up the ball. Number 50, Cheesy with the snag.
Crusaders ball.
And Bryce Warner, you've earned every right to taunt. I mean, you guys are Pennington Red Hogs are playing their heart out on both sides of the ball, and these refs are doing anything to stifle that. Shout out Leak. Just in general, shout out Leak in the Boat on Spotify. Check it out. Baby, how you doing? That's a song that Lee Connor made, guys. You gotta check it out. It's gonna be a wildcat formation here to Tamir Brown. He's gonna take it to the left side. He's gonna use his legs here. He's gonna try all he can, and he's gonna be brought out of bounds by number 9. And somehow there's no yellow flying in the air. It's almost as if we're playing football now.
And here we go. Here comes Big Mac number 99.
Oh my goodness. Big Mac is coming on the offensive side of the ball. I have no idea what this could be, but I'm very, very excited.
AJ, did you see what happened last night?
What happened, Andrew?
I witnessed Big Mac do a cartwheel.
I forgot about that. That was one of the most athletically impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
My jaw was dropped.
And it seems like they're running him in a tight end formation as Brown's going to take it to the left side. He's going to dive over the middle.
We see at the up enters the dog pile.
They'll be stopped by Benjamin.
Now be a 3rd and very short here for the Red Hawks as they are dangerously close to touchdown territory against the Crusaders.
Bring up 3rd and 1, 2 yard. 3rd and goal. 2.
Another wildcat play will be called. Brown's going to take up the middle.
No!
But there's a flag thrown.
And here we go. 4th and inches after flag after flag after flag.
And there's a flag.
Oh my
thrown.
God. On the
And once again, 4th and inches for the Red Hawks here. As there's the whistle.
Oh my God.
There's another whistle blown.
You know what? I'll give it to him. Song of the day is another one by DJ Khaled. This is ridiculous.
What is it now, Stripes? Once again, 4th
Here
and
we
inches
go.
for the 3rd time in a row.
Is 3 the magic number? Has to be.
He's grabbing his face.
Touchdown.
And it'll be a
There we
touchdown.
go.
That's what I thought,
There we
Stripes.
go.
And the
There we
and the
go.
Lehigh coaches want to yell on the sidelines. You have nothing to complain about.
Whistle this, whistle that.
It's the most happy I've been from a touchdown all year, Andrew. I am just so angry that the refs are just trying everything they can to, stifle the magic that is this Red Hawks offense. And you can see that the Lehigh coaches are screaming like they have something to complain about. Every call's went your way, guys. Don't talk, honestly, at this point.
You know you're an elite high school football team when you can still score and win games even with the refs absolutely against you.
And once again, fan favorite, Ollie Scriven. Oliver Scriven with the kick.
Jono?
There's a snap, and it's up, and it's in. Nice boot there from 1-9.
Kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is Pennington 14, Long Island Lutheran 7.
Andrew, I don't think I've been more frustrated watching Pennington football. What happened? And out comes the special teams unit after what seems like the longest 10-yard within the end zone drive I've ever seen in my life, Andrew. I mean, what was that? 6 plays? Or what's it called? 6 flags?
This is like worse than when the refs were giving Patrick Mahomes all of those plays. Like this is 10.
This is worse than
Golden.
2024 Chiefs. I agree, Andrew. This is horrible. And Lehigh still has the audacity to complain. There's the kick. What a boot from Bryce Warner. And did that not hit the hands of number 9? And Coach Mike couldn't have said it better than anyone else. Hell of a job from Bryce Warner on that kick there. Blue Eyes offense will take it from we'll take it at the 20-yard line exactly. These Stripes, are warming up their whistles to blow it at 12 million more times in this drive. But as of now, we can watch some football as Pennington's exciting defense will come right back out. After the fumble caused there and retrieved by Charlie Clabbers, Lehigh will have it once again as the 8th grade quarterback will lead this Crusader offense, Mellert. You can hear how communicative this defense is, as it's going to be brought up the middle, and Bam Pelzer is going to have the aggressive wrap up the middle. Bam Pelzer, I mean, every week in, week out, you could see that this guy plays like not at all what his age is. I mean, he's a freshman and he's playing out of his mind. He recently just got his first offer to Syracuse University. I got to say, Andrew, he deserves it more than almost everyone in that field.
Absolutely.
He's such a phenomenal athlete. He's such a good kid. He's very coachable. We are very lucky as Redhawks fans and as a team to have Bam Pelzer leading us as a linebacker.
He's one of the most well-rounded freshman athletes I've seen, and just keep up the good work, Bam.
There's a snap. It's going to be a high ball, and it's going to go to Brady, and it's going to be Isaiah Maldonado with the wrap-up. Absolute gain of nothing there for O'Brady, as Maldonado, the chillest guy on the team, is going to get the wrap-up there.
Number 99, Big Mac.
And now be a 3rd and 7 here for the Crusaders, as this Pennington defense is going to come back out. There's a snap. It's going to be a slant over the middle. It's going to be overthrown by Mellert, intended there for Butler. And now Long Island Lutheran will punt once again. That'll be Broderick to kick off. But there seems to be a missing player. Ref, blow whistle here. There's a snap. It's up. It's going to be returned by Tamir Brown. Looks like Bryce Warner is trying for it there, but he's not going to get it. Brown's going to follow his blockers, and he's going to be brought down by number 5, Williams.
Return for the Redhawks, Williams.
I got to say, Andrew, our defensive Williams or their defensive Williams, I take the Buffalo commit 10 times out of 10.
10 times, absolutely. Maybe even 100 times.
32-yard line would be 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Redhawks.
Andrew, it just shows the difference between these two teams in terms of talent. The fact that the calls have been so, for lack of a better term, horrible today, and the Redhawks are still leading and have another offensive possession here to even extend that lead out more. What now? See you, 7.
Tell Liam that she'll get a little
And after the sub there for Numa, it'll be Clemens coming out here for the Long Island Lutheran defense. There's some Sourman, but there's a flag thrown. Estimer's going to bounce it to the left side, and he'll be
Brown on the carry. He'll be brought down by Jeff.
What's the flag?
There's a flag on the play.
Even it's bad when even our main commentator, Mr. Riley, is even fed up with all these flags being thrown.
After the illegal formation there from Pennington, it'll now be a 1st and 15 here for the Redhawks.
check with my son.
Sourman once again at the quarterback position here for the Redhawks. There's a snap. There's the option play. Sourman's going to bump it to the right side. He's going to be chased down by Broderick. He's going to be wrapped up at his feet by Numa.
Sourman on the carry, brought down by Numa. Brings up a 2nd and 20 from the 42-yard line.
And that'll be a 2nd and 20 here for the Redhawks from the 42-yard line. Andrew, you got to think that they have to kind of uncork the screw that is being kept on the passing game right now for the Redhawks. I mean, I know Sourman is more of a mobile QB, and he doesn't even play it. I mean, he just got moved there recently. But I think that Bryce Warner needs to be utilized a little more in the backfield. But never mind. You can hand it off to Tamir Brown. I don't think it matters that much. He's going to take it to the left side. And that's 6. Agent Zero taking another trip to the end zone. That is an absolute phenomenal play. And who else to make that play than Tamir Brown? Have a day, Zero.
And like it just said, fan favorite Oliver Scriven.
On the count of 3, let's sing his voice. 1, 2, 3. Ollie Scriven! There's a snap. There's the kick. And there's a 3rd make for the sophomore today. Mini Jono. Pennington now leads 21-7 with a little under 3 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter.
41, Long Island.
Andrew, even with all these poor officiating choices, Pennington still leads 21-7 in this 3rd quarter. It's a very impressive showing from the Pennington offense, and a lot of credit can be given to the 5-star Tamir Brown. I mean, just an absolute freak of nature, one of the best prospects I've ever seen come through Pennington football in my 6 years here. I am just astonished watching that man run the football.
No, it's great to see how Pennington is handling themselves, even with all these flags. They're not crumbling or frustrated to our eyes, at least. They're handling themselves really well and just like being calm and collected, even though all these plays are not going their way. And shout out absolutely to Tamir Brown, who's I would say he'd had a majority of his calls get called back for flags and all that stuff, but he's handled himself really well. That's an absolutely earned touchdown.
So and 9 and 2 both.
Butler and Griffin.
It'll be Butler and Griffin to return, as it'll once again be the boot Sourman to kick off. Pennington leads by 14 here. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's going to be an absolute stinger. It'll be picked up by Griffin, who's going to try to take it to the right side. And he's going to be brought down there by Odenthal.
Griffin on the return for the Crusaders.
And here it comes. It'll be a 1st and 10 once again for the Long Island Lutheran offense. Once again, Mellert leading this possession, the 8th grade quarterback. And you can see that his age is showing here, Andrew. I mean, you're faced with a tough defense like Pennington. You're bound to crumble a little bit getting this position. There's a snap. There's the handoff to O'Brady, who's going to take up the middle, and he's going to be brought down with a heavy hit there from Clabbers.
AJ, to your point before, absolutely. He's got to be shivering in his little cleats there. I mean, imagine you're an 8th grader on a high school level football team. Imagine, I'd be absolutely scared to see Big Mac come absolutely bull rushing towards me.
And it's going to be offsides on the Redhawks here.
So
It's about the most normal flag I've seen this entire game.
You can see that Pennington's feeling very, jumpy, very eager to make a play out there on the defensive side. I'm just going to have to look out for a jet sweep here. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to O'Brady, and he's going to be met in the hole with Bam Pelzer, the last person you want to see running through that gap.
Brady is met by Pelzer and
Red Hawks are clearly fired up after that huge play made by Bam Pelzer.
And I got to say, Keon Kenner, and then you go to Bam Pelzer right after. I think 3 at Pennington sort of becoming like a 7 at LSU or 11 at Penn State.
Absolutely.
Yeah, watch this slam. That's exactly. Bryce Werner, watch the slam. Bryce, watch
that slant, Brian. Watch that slant.
Here's a snap, and it's going to be a high snap. Meller's going to drop the ball, and he's going to dive on it.
Great miscommunication by the Lutheran offensive line.
I got to say, man, stick to middle school if you're going to drop snaps like that. Still, credit to number 11. It's very hard to come out here as a middle schooler and play this defense. I mean, I could never do it. Never do it. That's why we're here holding the mics.
Well, actually, that's not true. AJ, I heard you played a little football back in the day.
We don't talk about that. There's a snap. Miller will take it. He's going to drop back, and he's going to do a little screen pass here to O'Brady. Nojo's going to get through his blockers and try to bring him down. Carroll's going to force him out of bounds. And out comes the punt squad once again. Pennington defense is absolutely smothering any chance of hope that the Crusaders have right now on the offensive side. Just a phenomenal outing from the backers. You can see that even the corners and safeties are hitting too. And once again, it'll be Broderick to punt and Warner to return. There's a snap, and it's nearly blocked by Pelzer. It's going to be a high-flying ball. It's going to bounce, and it'll be grabbed by
number 31.
Number 31. To grab the ball there will be someone that we don't have the number of, Andrew.
You'll have this sometime.
Probably why he's on punt. And some confusion going on the Lutheran defensive coaching side. I mean, it seems to be a lot of yelling, a lot of subbing. There's a snap. There's a handoff to Bonfig. He's going to take it to the right side. He's going to evade one tackle. He's going to run it to Isaiah Maldonado. He's going to spin. Some absolute fancy footwork there from Braden Bonfig.
Bonfig on the run for the Red Hawks. Williams will bring him down after a gain of 7. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter.
One more quarter here to play for the Pennington Redhawks on this great homecoming afternoon, where the Redhawks lead against Long Island Lutheran 21-7. You know, as much as it's been an absolute ref game today, the Redhawks are firing on all cylinders. Like I've said before, everything seems to be clicking in retrospect, of course, but it's up to the refs at this point.
It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 41-yard line.
2nd and 3 for the Pennington Redhawks here, led by Lucas Sauerman at quarterback.
And it'll be at the 41-yard line, Andrew. 41. Don't say it. There's a snap. There's the fake handoff to Bonfay and the fake handoff to Tamir Brown. Sauerman's going to take it to the right side. He's going to try to fight through the contact and dive for the first down there. Oh,
Sauerman on the carry.
and Andrew, the most noticeable aspect of Lucas Sauerman's game on offense or defense is his, love for contact. I mean, he leads with his head, leads with his body, leads with his shoulder. Anything where it seems like someone would get injured, Lucas Sauerman manages to come out on top as the person who wins the interaction. I mean, he'll lead with his head. He'll get out in the huddle and he'll be like, oh my God, is Luca injured? No, the guy fumbled the ball and Luca's up and healthy. It's absurd.
He's got the Cam Scatteroo mentality, and it's a great mentality to have, especially when you're working on all sides of the ball.
Sorry about the malfunction there, folks. Camera battery ran low, but nothing important happened, so we're okay. Except for the fact that Pennington will be punting here after a quick 4 and out. It'll be Butler to return, Sauerman to kick, a very common duo as of today. There's a snap, and here's the boot from Sauerman. It's going to be a low stinger. Andrew, you know a lot about those. Butler's going to take it here. He's going to avoid one. He's going to avoid two. He's going to take it down the right side. He's going to run out of bounds here.
Butler on the return for the Crusaders. He went out of bounds at the 30-yard line. We'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Crusaders.
Our short side.
And O'Brady's going to be brought down for the short gain of around 4 there, and that'll be a 2nd and 6.
Johnson
Folks, the camera battery that we were given ran out of battery, and we don't have a backup because the person who gave it to us gave us a bad battery. But
Sorry, thanks.
what do we do now? Radio?
Down two line.
I guess we just do radio. Test our radio skills.
I tried to talk them
Don't have a
into
choice.
putting them in the second half. It's close. I don't think
Well,
they'll be- Trips right, trips right.
Brady on the carry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, due to the circumstances, due to a mess up in the technology, we will now be doing radio. It's currently 3rd and 10 here for the Long Island Lutheran, a trip there. And solid run there from Griffin as his helmet's going to come off.
Watch the ball. Griffin on the carry. Right there. Pick up a 9 on the play.
Inches for Pennington, or towards the line and move on shoulders.
They're going to try to get the quarterback to jump, and no one's going to jump there. Nice discipline here from the Pennington D line.
Watch this jet. Watch this jet. Watch this jet from you guys.
There's a snap. It's going to be a fake jet and a handoff to O'Brady up the middle. It's going to break through tackles and be brought down by Taylor. Large gain there for number 4. O'Brady is going to be brought down at around the 23, bringing up a first down at 10 for Long Island Lutheran with 23 yards left to go.
First and 10.
And Charlie Clabbers with the wrap-up tackle there for loss. He's going to have a little celebration there. Have a day, Chiefs.
Clappers.
Folks, once again, very sorry about the camera. Tech guys screwed us, in full honesty. Trying to figure out a way to... There's a snap. It's going to be a option play here for Butler. He's going to take it to the right side, and he's going to Bonfig. The absolute missile tackle there made by Braden Bonfig against Butler. Some conflict going on between these two the whole game, so it's very satisfying to see Braden, get the upper hand there. Now it's working. Camera's working briefly, folks, but don't get too excited. You gotta click. Sure, it says 99 minutes. Yeah. How's that keep cutting? All right, camera's working now, folks, but don't get too happy. We might have to just have to hold it down. You think you have to hold it down?
I mean, I can hold the battery.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
All right, folks. For right now, we have a camera, but don't get too happy, as there's a whistle blown there.
This is a work in progress, and this is taking us back to our old days like last year, AJ.
Yeah, except last year, Andrew, we had an iPad on a tripod.
Delay of game penalty against Crusaders. Give them a 3rd and 21 from the 36-yard line.
There's a snap to Butler. It's going to be a interesting play call here, as the trick play is going to work, and the pass will be caught by number 8.
Butler's pass is complete.
Butler with the throw there, and it'll be Roy to receive.
Tackled by Conover for the Red Hawks. It's a 1st and goal from the 5.
And there is going to be absolutely nothing on the play there, as Bryce Williams and Cheesy are going to connect and bring down Griffin, who's going to have a little temper tantrum in the backfield. It looks like, Andrew. He's pounding the ground. I mean, that's not going to add you 14 points to the board.
I mean, shout out Cheesy. He's been a great addition to the Pennington defense with his amazing tackling skills. He's also a stellar student, also too. Muy bien, Cheesy. Muy bien queso con la clase de español 5 con Dr. Castro.
Seems like you're doing pretty good, Andrew, in Spanish as well. It'll be Mellert once again in the quarterback position, as it'll be a 2nd and very long here from the end zone to try to cut this lead to 1 possession here. There's a snap. It's going to be an out route, and it's going to be just a little overthrown, intended there for Butler, but no gain.
Clemens' pass intended for Butler is incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 11.
It's going to be just okay, Andrew. First, there was flag malfunctions, and then there was camera malfunctions. I mean, it's not a perfect stream, but wouldn't have anyone else to do it with than you.
Absolutely, AJ. I mean, it's been a heck of a ride here.
Way to censor yourself that time.
I think I'm
Stop it.
All right, we're back briefly, folks. This camera is really, really not helping. But thankfully, there's only 4 minutes and 16 seconds left.
Intended for Roy.
Okay, we're back briefly again, but don't get your hopes up, folks.
Pennington will take over on downs.
This is really a test of my reflex. Just swap out the battery again and again and again.
Correction, it's a 7.
And we're back again.
Do we just say like our goodbyes?
I think we should.
All right, I don't think we have much time left before the camera eventually dies again, Andrew. So just wanted to say it's been an honor. There's a handoff to Brown. Great time to turn the camera back on as Tamir Brown's going to run down the right side, and that's going to be his third trip to the end zone today. Agent Zero, a man possessed in this homecoming game. All right, thankfully, we got a backup. We got a backup battery that was hard to find. But in this final senior game, there's 2.5 minutes left to go. Pennington leads 27-8 or 27-7.
Oliver Scriven.
There's the kick. Oliver Scriven, and it's up and through the uprights. Perfect day from the kicking stripe for Oliver Scriven.
Pennington leads 28-7 with 2:39 left to go.
2:39 remaining in the
Now, Andrew, with many malfunctions, we can
game today.
finally finish out the game today. Our final broadcast for Pennington football.
Absolutely.
But, nothing else to finish your broadcasting career off than Tamir Brown running down the right side for a third touchdown.
So please support this.
If only the camera's working just a little bit quicker, then we could have had our last barbecue chicken on that one.
I know, Andrew. I think there's still time. Just call one on kickoff. Just do it.
Nah, come on. You gotta save it for the moment.
Here's the kick for Sourman. Andrew, say it. Say it, Andrew.
You gotta save it. Save it for the big.
Let's hope someone hits him big here. All right. Nah, he fell.
He just falls.
Come on, Andrew. You
knows I'm waiting for it.
got 2 minutes and 34 seconds left as Pennington leads 28-7 in this game. What a way to send off their class of 2026.
I think the refs have finally realized that their flags were getting nowhere, and Pennington was just keeping it going on.
And Bryce Warner doing the Red Hawk clap there.
All right, let's see if the Pennington Redhawks can get a massive stop here on the final 2 minutes, about 2 minutes left to go.
You can see that Pennington's getting some new faces out there on the defensive side of the ball. Getting some kids out there for their final home game. The ball's thrown and once again picked off by Bryce Warner. He didn't have to do that, and Braden Bonfig's going to talk some trash. He has every right to. Oh, what the ball's taken back. This is an absolutely crazy way to end the day.
Clemens' pass to Butler was intercepted by Warner.
Some absolute tomfoolery to go on.
Man, this game, this entire experience has had everything we could possibly think of.
45-yard line.
bad refs, insane plays by Bryce Warner, insane plays stopped against Bryce Warner. Camera troubles. I mean, Andrew, what a way to end off our career in the booth here. I mean, there's 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go.
Looks like there's a down player from Long Island Lutheran.
And that'll be Butler on the ground.
We resume play.
And that'll be Butler being brought off the field. He's had a pretty phenomenal day here today. It's very upsetting to see him hurt.
First and 10 from the Pennington 30-yard line.
So the good quarterback is back out front for Long Island Lutheran.
2 minutes and 17 seconds.
See if Bryce can recreate on one of these plays.
Coach Mike couldn't have said it better. Play football. I mean, there's 2 minutes left to go. It's the final home game for these seniors. All they want to do is play as much football as they can. And you can see that Bryce Williams is not letting his foot off the gas. As Mallard's going to drop back. He's going to run out here. He's going to run out of bounds.
Clements is run out of bounds by Melzer.
And we got another flag here.
Another flag. Wouldn't be the end of the game without it, Andrew.
Looks like it was called on number 3, Bam. Bam clearly is confused.
It'll be a flag called against the defense.
Sportsmanlike conduct call against the
On sportsmanlike conduct. I mean, thanks, ref. I mean, it's not as if we lead by 21 with 2 minutes left to go. Why not make everyone's drive home a little bit postponed?
I think I've heard every single flag you could possibly throw at here to that.
When we resume, it'll be first and 10.
Coach Mike said to not even say anything. He can tell that they've won this game today and just want to wrap it up. There's a snap. He was going to look to the left side. He's going to throw it. And that looked completely like offensive pass interference, but unfortunately that guy's wearing a white jersey, so the flag won't be thrown. There's 2 minutes left to go in this football game. And Andrew, want to get the speech started now. It's been an honor broadcasting for Pennington football. Made a lot of good friends through this. I mean, you and I have had a great time up here, seen a lot of good games. And, you know, it's been nothing short of a blessing to be broadcasting for my favorite team in the Maple and a lot of people's favorite team. As there's Nojo with the sack.
Noah Johnson, number 8.
With the big tackle.
You know, AJ, when you first asked me to come out here, I was a little hesitant. You know, I've always been a big football fan, but I didn't know how it would hold up with you. Obviously, you're better with the sports than I am. You know more ball than me. But I think it's probably one of my greatest decisions ever. It's just we've made so many memories, friends, like you said, friends, and just had a great time up here.
There's a snap. Miller's going to drop back. He's going to roll to the right side. He's going to be brought down by Pelzer. Number 11 is getting swarmed by Redhawks right now.
These Redhawks might just swoop them up and just take them home.
There's a whistle blown. They're going to call a timeout. They're just trying to keep people here. With a minute left to go. With Pennington leading 28-7 and a minute left to go, it's been an honor broadcasting for you guys. AJ Gray signing off.
Andrew Hofacker signing off. It's been a hell of a ride, AJ.
I love it here. Have a good day, everybody.